there's multiple paths to achieving transportation savings, and certainly we've talked about it on this program. There's countless, white papers and blog posts that kind of, point the direction of how you can save, in transportation, whether it's everything from procurement to better consolidation, so on and so forth. But like we both just said, sustaining those savings is what this challenge. So, I mean, what are some of the critical factors or capabilities that companies need to achieve sustained transportation savings?
Well, first of all, Adrian, I think it starts with a commitment at the top. So a lot of people, they get excited when you talk about achieving, big time savings. We can reduce your cost by 10, 15, 20%. But then you get down to the hard work of actually translating those, theoretical savings into bottom line savings, that are reflected on your financial statements. And that's why I encourage C-level executives to understand that this is not just a momentary quick pop type thing. It is something that you're going to have to continue to be engaged in over a sustained period of time. Now, the level of engagement can vary. But one of the things I want to remind folks is that when you're talking about transportation savings, it's what I call a get your hands dirty type thing. And what I mean by that, Adrian, is that, when you're talking about transportation savings, you're not talking about 10,000 here or 20,000 there. What you're talking about is $50 or $100 or $150 on a particular freight move. But that freight move occurs hundreds or thousands of times during the month. So I emphasize to folks that if you want to have sustained savings, it requires a commitment from the top. I think it also requires a level of accountability throughout the organization. And specifically, what I mean by that is, in the initial euphoria of all these transportation savings, everyone's really jazzed and excited. But then, everyone has activities, the syndrome of having 10 pounds of activities to shove into a 5-pound bag. So they can kind of lose excitement. But when that excitement wanes, what are the KPIs that you're looking at that A, let you know that the excitement's waning, and B, indicating what I need to do to get back on track so that each and every month I'm doing a great job of managing my transportation spend. And that brings me to my third one. You've got a commitment at the top, you've got accountability, and then the third thing is communication throughout the organization. Just this week, I was meeting with a bunch of senior executives from a company, and when we talked about the silotization of their organization, everyone wants to say, no, we're one happy organization that works seamlessly. But truthfully speaking, just the normal day-by-day grind of operations, you have people going into silos. So you have your sales, you have your procurement, you have your supply chain, you've got your finance and accounting. But what people need to understand is by coming together and communicating, the salespeople will have an understanding how their decisions affect transportation spend. The procurement and purchasing folks will understand the things that they are doing that impact my transportation cost. So if I communicate that throughout the organization, couple that with a commitment from the top and a level of accountability, I can in fact create a scenario that will basically create those savings year 1, year 2, year 3, and it'll get better each and every year.